Pfizer also making headlines today as it officially asked the FDA to approve its COVID vaccine for emergency use in kids as young as 5 years old. The dose would be 1/3 the amount of what people over the age of 12 have been getting. I want to bring in NBC News medical contributor Dr. Natalie Azar right now with more on what you need to know. So first off, Dr. Azar, hi there. The FDA Advisory Committee is expected to meet on October 26th to discuss this pediatric vaccine. Could approval come shortly after in that window?
Well, it certainly could. And what happens during the advisory committee meeting is that they deliberate all day long. And I encourage anyone who is interested, particularly parents, to listen in on this. This is actually a public meeting. They are preparing presentations right now. They are reviewing the data all up until the 26th. And the 26th is the day where they really will go through everything with a fine-tooth comb and make a recommendation. If they make a recommendation by the end of the day to approve, the FDA has to ultimately sign off on it. If they do, and if it does get a green light from the FDA, the CDC will be ready right there and waiting, their advisory committee meeting, to basically say, is this good? Is this recommended for all kids? Is it just a subgroup of children? You know, we're all waiting very anxiously to hear what they have to say.
Yeah, I think through this entire pandemic, Doctor, that we've all been fast experts on what this FDA panel does and how important they are to this process.
Yeah.
Any information on possible side effects with this pediatric vaccine?
So all we know right now is that the safety and the tolerability were similar to that seen in adults, meaning that the typical kind of vaccine reaction, maybe a sore arm, a little bit of a headache, some nausea, was similar in children as it was in adults. It's important to point out, however, that rarer side effects, for example, things like myocarditis and things like that, do not tend to happen when you're just studying a small number of subjects, in this case, a little over 2,000. That is something that we would theoretically see if and when the vaccine is rolled out. So I just think that's important to keep in mind, that right now we have a limited amount of data on safety and tolerability. What we do have apparently is very encouraging, and I don't think that anyone really expects this population to manifest much differently than teenagers, but that, you know, we always do say that kids are not just little people, and so they are a special group. And I know that the FDA and the CDC needs to make 100 and more than 100% sure that it is both safe and effective.
Yeah, especially when we're talking about the age group that gets younger and younger. So what is the latest on a vaccine for kids, for kids younger than 5?
So that data they hope to have by the end of the year, as far as I know, which means that I think we're really looking at the first quarter of 2022 for any children younger than 5. So the next age group down, it basically goes from 6 months to 2 years and 2 years to 5 years. Okay. So they do this age de-escalation, and we're hoping to get that data again, as I said, by the end of the year.
All right, step by step, something for parents to definitely put them at ease as we look forward to this next FDA panel meeting. Dr. Azar, thank you so much.